Hello and welcome to the world of Android apps. I am Abhijit Ghosh and I will quickly walk you through um, how you can create your own Android app. Well, you don't need to learn coding as you would have played with building blocks. So, we are going to use the concept of building blocks, sticking the building blocks, attaching it together, stacking it together, and create our interesting Android apps. The interface might look similar to something that you use a Microsoft Paint to draw and color your objects. Another interface would look like you need to stick few of those puzzle blocks to get a quick code working. When you click a button, you say, okay, I need to play a music, I need to change the color of my mobile app. You can do many more, but to begin with, you do it everything by yourself. What you need is an Android phone or a tab. If you have a laptop at home, which is good, you need a Wi-Fi internet connection to use the tools to create the Android app. As you see here, in this course, you would learn to create Android apps using MIT App Inventor, which is a web-based application free to use. You don't pay anything for it. It is based on the Scratch program the Google App Inventors have created. So the data that you use is stored in Google servers, safe. You use an MIT App Inventor Designer, which exactly gives you a feel of how your app would look in a mobile phone. It has an interface where you use blocks to create your design code, and then it gives you multiple ways of trying and testing your application as well. So you can use an Android emulator, which, well, if you don't have an Android phone, you can use an Android emulator to try and test out your applications on your laptop or a desktop. Well, if you have an Android phone, the biggest advantage is you can use the emulator, which is quite fast in the way you use it. I extensively use the Android phone emulator. What you learn is learn by examples. So what you see here would be some examples which you understand. Like if you are given four numbers, how would you find out which one of them is the greatest? If you need to change the color of a picture or change the picture itself when you click a button, how will you try it out? Well, you will need to understand a bit of programming in the sense of what exactly are you required to do as understanding the requirements. Then you need to understand how you place your blocks together. If you need a button, where do you place it? If you need a picture, where do you place it? If you want users to type some information, how do you place it? You would have been using several applications on a mobile phone by now and would have an idea about how these are put together, but here you need to put it on your own. You need to understand property, method, and events of blocks. Like if you're using a button, then changing the color property would change to red. Using the click event will help you to put a code which would run when you click the button. You also need to understand the conditional and the loop blocks, which would help you to make decisions based on the user input and based on the logic that you would put in your code. There could be method blocks as well, which we'll certainly discuss in details sometime within this course, where these are reusable blocks that you can fix and run your code. There would be enormous number of online resources. What we'll learn here is hands-on with examples. The code that I will show you run and test, I would be sharing the code with you so you can check yourself in the way it is done. The codes will be based on the understanding that someone has a bare minimum knowledge of using a mobile phone and a bit of computer. And this is the course is mainly oriented towards children within the age of say 7 to 14 years. Well, anyone can pick it up from here as well. So the examples that you would see would be very, very simple for kids to understand, and it is based on their logic that they can build simple codes to start crawling and then running forward. Okay, so hoping to see you